Welcome to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Jeanine. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. In today's episode, I want to give you a deep dive into the frequency of fast. I could have chosen to call the podcast only Manifesting Big Money. But on purpose, I choose Manifesting Big Money Fast. Why? Not because it sounds good for marketing reasons, it's nice, it's catchy, it's maybe provocative. It's not true. The moment you are in your true authentic self, the moment you are asking the universe, coming from your true soul, from like 100% desire, it's a very certain frequency, you are manifesting automatically fast. It's our natural state of manifestation. The moment you follow the impulses you receive, you manifest things fast. There is almost nothing you can do not to manifest fast. Let that sink in. That manifesting, receiving things fast is your natural state. This is the energy you are born with. This is the power you own. And the question is rather, whenever we desire something and we don't have it, why is it that sometimes it feels it takes very long till the thing arrives? And that would be a whole different conversation we are having. Maybe it's going to be a conversation we have in one of the next podcast episodes. But in this episode, I particularly desire to focus on the frequency of fast. And that is every time we can manifest from two states of being, from lack and abundance, two different ends of the same stick. Manifesting from lack is like, let's say you even would say, I need money fast now because I have to pay my rent, I have to pay X, Y, Z. It is really, you already use the wording, I need. Every time you use need, you already know you're in the frequency of lack. And the only thing you are manifesting actually is needing more money fast. So the manifestation, because the universe doesn't understand our words, it's a frequency, it's a reasoning, it's the intention behind, and that is need more money fast. So instead of asking for I desire more money now because it's fun to have more money, you're asking for need, for I don't have enough and send me more of not enough. And those are the moments you manifest, for instance, more unexpected bills, more unexpected things you do not desire. So coming from that end of the stick and we're asking for, hey, I need more money now, is not going to come. It's not going to come. It's more needingness is going to come. And trust me, it's going to come very fast, because in that moment, this is how you truly feel, that you need money to pay X, Y, Z. So you are in your own authentic truth. You are in your authentic self. You are expressing need. And the universe is, oh my gosh, this is real. Someone needs money. Okay, we send her more situations in which she needs money. Everything that's lined up, it's coming your way. Super fast. But can you see the reasoning behind this? It's coming from your true authentic self. You believe this is real. the frequency is truth, and that's why you're receiving it fast. Let's dive now into the other end of this stick. And that would be, maybe it is for you, this is something Bob Proctor always taught. You're coming from, I'm so happy and grateful that I have so much money and I'm asking for more money. Maybe this part, this wording puts you in the energy of, I'm grateful for the things I have. Or it could be, I appreciate money so much, I desire more. For me, for instance, it's really the wording, I just love money and I desire more. And there is not that energetically, this part of the stick is not open, that I don't have enough, that it's not enough. It's just, I love money and I desire more. And in this frequency, in this energy, I keep manifesting over and over the wildest amounts of money. This is how I completely changed my financial reality in the first year of my business. When I started this company with 300 euros in my bank account, and really I didn't know how to pay my rent, to pay anything. I will never forget the moments, like I had a budget of 30 euros per week to live off. I was riding, back then I was living in Berlin in Germany, I was riding my bike everywhere to save the money for public transportation. Or if I would use public transportation, I think back then for 250, 270, something like this, a ride, this was a special treat. Like I remember those days. Changing completely to applying what I'm teaching you, what I'm talking about here, to making my first million in my first year. If you would have told me back then that I will create a company that will go international, that I will switch teaching from German to English, that will make multi-millions, 15 millions in 5 years and more, I would have thought you were completely nuts. How? Because back then, my that is currently my reality. I don't know how to pay my bills. However, in that frequency of, this is my reality and I have to pay my bills right now, you can be in that, the whole point, but you can't create something new. So at one point, especially when you desire to manifest fast, the price you pay is, how much can you let go of your current situation and not giving any focus, any attention to that? And purely focus on your desire. What is it that you desire to create? And for me, it was always, what if this would be my impossible goal? My impossible goal for this year just would be to create $1 million. It was so outrageous. It was so wild. It was so insane. It didn't make any sense at that point. But that was an honest, authentic desire, complete truth. It would be so much fun. And this is how it happens. And this is how it happened over and over and over and over again. And the moment we are asking for desire, the moment we are asking for what you truly desire, and is that only the money to pay your rent right now? If that's the case, the money is going to be here super fast. But if you're not asking for your truest desire, and that probably is more than just rent, this is where you're opening up the channel. This is where you're tapping into the frequency of manifesting fast. This is where you're starting to tap into an ultra fast frequency. And again, the question is here for you. Are you allowing yourself to purely live on desire? Because that's a choice. It's a choice you have. It's a choice that doesn't cost any money at all. It's a choice that you simply can make in the second. It's turning the switch from lack to abundance, from neediness to that's what I desire. And trust me, the conversations we are having also in a business context when it comes to need is very different versus the conversations we are having in a business context when we're talking about what is it that you truly desire in your business. Because many of you believe, and that's something else we can cover in a different podcast episode, you need 1 million followers, you need so many followers. But it's not true. I was just sharing this in the current program, Charge Your Worth, which is all about charging the prices and receiving the money you truly desire. And someone asked me, can you share some magical stories of how your latest one-on-one clients came to you, like how you found them? And I'm like happy to do that because there are really, really some magical stories. And if you're new to my world, my one-on-one coaching for 6 months starts at $250,000. So it's not for everyone. It's for business, for female business owners, for powerhouse women which have established a business to a certain degree. And for instance, I'm living in Mexico, and in the beginning of December, I was living somewhere else. And I truly desired my own hairstylist, like to come every week, twice, to my house to do my hair and makeup for recordings, videos, etc. So I don't have to go to the salon. And her name was Mimi, and we started talking. And then she said like, hey, I also know someone, I also have another client in this complex where you're living. And this is how things evolved. So it's so magical. Every time, like, can you see how there was a room for I allow my own hairstylist to come to my place, pure desire. And from desire, more desires, it's like a domino, have been created. And so many rooms, so often when I go shopping, I'm just receiving one-on-one clients. It's coming. I'm not going shopping. I'm not going to the spa. You don't even know how many millions I've closed at the spa, but not with the intention, let me go to the spa and what can I sell here? I'm going to the spa to have a freaking good time, to relax, to have the time of my life, to have a beautiful massage, to have a beautiful healing session, whatever it is. And things naturally evolve. Because I always desire beautiful powerhouse one-on-one clients. I always desire clients that are aligned to me. And so whenever I'm in that state, I'm also receiving clients. And this is, if you're new to my world, every time we are having offers which are sensitive in the amount of people. For instance, we just opened a mastermind, a 6-week mastermind for Money March Madness. And I opened that pure from desire because I felt, hey, this is fun, this is cool, let me do it. And I received, it's a space for 6 people. And that sold out within less than 48 hours. And that is every time I open spaces from desire, not from I need the money, I need the clients. It's like, hey, this is cool, this is fun, let me do this. It sells out so quickly. So if you ever feel being in a close proximity container with me, it's no scarcity, it's no marketing tactics. I'm just letting you know how it is. And in this podcast episode, I gave you the explanation of why things are selling out so fast in my world. And of course, there are a lot of online events in my space which are not limited to people. So when I'm telling you something is limited, it's all real. Because I know the moment I'm real, I am truth. I'm speaking my truth. Man, I'm manifesting like a maniac. And that's what I love. That's what I desire. And that is why I'm having this podcast. I want you to step into your own authenticity. I want you to step in your own version of truth. I want you to be speaking your truth, because that is when you will be manifesting like a maniac. It is not happening on the frequency of being a copycat. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. I've got 3 very important announcements for you. First, if you like what you're listening, make sure you leave some gratitude, leave a review, share the podcast. Second, If you love what you're listening to and you want more of that, there is a VIP version available. That means you will have access to 3 podcast episodes every single week. Simply check out the store, courses.richandhappiness.com, or the link in the show notes. And lastly, there are always monthly money activations happening around the new moon and full moon. If that is something you're interested, check out the store for the next money activation. I love you and I can't wait to see your beautiful face soon again.